Hi, I just want to say that this was filmed about the time that I stopped drawing for Peachtober. I was feeling really run down. I've been stressed with visa stuff and just stressed with a whole lot of things. So I wanted to do something that I felt like doing. So I ended up making this sticker sheet and I am really happy with how it turned out. So I've done my sketch and I've started doing the final outlines up here. Sometimes I just draw for the sake of drawing without thinking about what kind of outcome I want. So I've really been trying to make like mood boards on Pinterest and like things that create a feeling or have a certain vibe, and I've been trying to create those certain things. Sometimes I don't still, but yeah, I've been trying to stick to that mostly. I do have a vague idea of the direction that I want to go with my art, and I do want to branch out a lot with like the products that I'm making, but I'm just sticking with what I'm able to do at the moment. Because our plan is to move back to Australia, I can't really invest in a lot of stock at the moment because I don't know where I'm going to be in 6 months' time. The original plan was to move back to Australia at the start of this year, but then our dog got sick and we weren't able to travel. So now that she's better, we've been trying to plan that, but we've had to extend our visa as well, which ended up costing a lot more money than we had expected. So yeah, it's been a bit difficult. We do think that we want to move somewhere a bit cheaper in the UK so we can try and save a little bit more money. We haven't made any plans for that though, so we're just going to wait and see. Until we get our visa, we can't really do anything, we can't really move. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'd really like to start trying to sell tote bags in the new year again because I really enjoy making tote bags. I've just got to figure out what kind of tote bag I want to sell. I'm trying to look for a better quality one. The quality of the ones that I had were fine, but when I pressed the last ones I had, I used a sublimation print instead of the printable transfer, and the quality of the sublimation is a lot better because you can wash it, it doesn't lift at all, and it just lasts a lot longer. So I want to go with that. But when I pressed them too hard and wrecked the tote bags a little bit because it made kind of like a dent where I had pressed the sublimation transfer onto the tote. And they're not that bad. I could sell them as seconds and I still haven't gotten around to that. I will be doing that because I would still buy them at a cheaper price. I'll share on my Instagram when I've added them to my website and see how they go. If they don't sell, then I'll move them over to my Etsy. Okay, I've been playing around with something, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and at first I tried it with nail polish. It had too much of a strong smell. So I've put rose gold paint onto here in little dots. It really goes with my feet. It gives it that little magical sparkle, and I love it. I don't know if I can capture it in the camera. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm not going to do this to all the sticker sheets. I'm going to have the option because obviously this takes me a lot longer to make one of these because I have to hand paint all these little dots on here, but I love it. This is my favorite sticker sheet I've ever made. So what I'm about to do here is just press some of the little edges near the leaves that had lifted slightly. This sometimes happens on my sticker sheets or my stickers if my machine is going too fast for like delicate cuts, or if the force is too high. So I just slow it down and turn down the force a little bit, and that usually fixes it. And I just pressed these ones down because they weren't bent or anything, they just needed to be put back in place. To paint the little dots on, I just used a toothpick and dipped it into this paint and just put it where I thought that it should go. I kept it off the wooden part of the design because that's definitely not shiny. To do all the dots, it took about 12 minutes. This is something I definitely have to prepare in my shop because if I'm doing a bunch, I'm sure I can get faster, and I will know where to put the dots. Now I know. I'm just putting the gold dots on like shiny surfaces and on the food, but the top here I've just put it on this wooden lid, but it kind of takes away from it a little bit. This is what I take my photos on. It's just a printed piece of paper of wooden floor, and I would love to have this as my real wooden floor. I wish it was, but I'm renting and I can't change the flooring, so I just use this. And it would be better if it was an A3. My printer is an A3 printer, but I don't have any A3 paper, so I just printed it onto some nice matte photo paper, and it looks so realistic. I won't always have this, but it's just what I do at the moment. Look how perfect that lighting is. I love this here where the shadows are from that. I'm currently in Perth. We just got a coffee. We're on our way to Killiecrankie. Random names in Scotland. But yeah, we're just looking at the water here. It's been so long since we've gone for a drive anywhere that we forgot to check where we parked our car, so we hope that we'll find it.
I thought we were going to go somewhere.
It was so nice to get out of Edinburgh. We've been stuck in Edinburgh since before the pandemic. The year that the pandemic happened, we were planning on travelling a lot. We actually went to Tallinn, and that was like the start of our travels, and then the pandemic happened. So yeah, it's been nice to get out. It's nice and fresh air here. It's nice to be in the quiet, listening to nature rather than cars and sirens.